So Parity and Design student is unique to the studio and how the tutors mark as a whole. I find that initially there's almost like a gut feeling. I know it sounds weird, but being in the industry for a long time, you sort of know where students are starting to sit. Parity does clear that up though. So generally parities are organised. We start from sort of the lower ones and giving examples, and it becomes very clear as to what a low mark is after we compare 2 or 3. Yes, sometimes there are disputes, but after seeing several, it becomes very clear. Sometimes it's left to the tutor, because when I mark, there's a sort of second lot of parity that I do when I sit down myself and enter the marks. But all tutors have got different backgrounds as well, and there's something usually that's obvious. So the project, may look good in terms of presentation, but when you get down to the detail, the strategy is not as clear, or it's very sort of simple type of thinking, and we can all agree on those sort of details when we sort of look into it further rather than the broad. But organisation of the sort of lower to mid to highs work well. The mids sort of sit and start to settle themselves, but understanding that and agreeing on the level of the low and the high, and then the second lot of parity you go through yourself, or I tend to sort of think about the student work again and try to read it again as I'm marking, start to make it very clear. And the disputes are normally settled through the criteria. So when you really start to break up each component of what you have to mark, it settles itself. So what you thought was a high credit or low credit and you weren't quite sure, when you start marking the criteria, it might settle itself on a straight credit. So that is very helpful as well.